Well, let's get more on this then from Sunil Poshakwale, who's a professor at Cranfield School of Management and joins us from Birmingham, England. Thank you very much for your time, Sunil. Why exactly has the government done this now, and why did it act so suddenly?
Well, the surprise factor is the biggest success factor of this demonetization move by the government. If the government had given indications to ban these currencies earlier, the holders of black money would have used this to exchange into other valuable assets such as real estate, cars, or gold. Even so, there have been reports that on the night when the currency was banned, the jewelry shops were extremely crowded with lots of people coming and using their old currencies to convert into gold. The black money is a huge problem in India. It is estimated that the size of black money could be anywhere between $360 billion to over $500 billion. India also relies heavily on cash. India is a cash economy. It is estimated nearly 12% of the cash currency, 12% is the ratio of cash currency to the GDP, which compares to Brazil and Mexico, which are also emerging economies, whose ratio is about 4 or 5%. So India needs to make a move towards demonetizing and asking people to use banking system.
So do you think the problem was bad enough to justify this measure, or is it slightly excessive?
No, the problem of corruption has been rife, has been challenging the government, not only this government, but previous governments also. But this government has been making very concerted efforts towards curbing the prevalence of black money. Remember, Indian government had taken a number of steps in the last 1 year or so, including giving the disclosure option to those who had unaccounted income, and those who had come forward, they were able to get the tax amnesty. But and also the government has been talking to lots of foreign governments, including Mauritius and Switzerland, Swiss government, in order to obtain the details of the huge amount of money that sits outside of India. So the problem of corruption is a real big problem faced by public on a day-to-day basis. It is a real menace. And if this black economy or black currency is converted into white currency through this effort, it will be a huge success in my view.
So what impact, though, is it going to have on the population?
Well, the government has been making efforts to actually help people to open bank accounts. And so they have been making huge efforts in order to help even people living in rural areas of India to open bank accounts. And all this is basically to encourage people to move away from cash economy, because it is estimated that it's the cash economy which is the biggest problem. 86% of the currency prevailing in the country is estimated to be in the denomination of 500 and 1,000 rupee notes, which have been banned. Also bear in mind that this was the currency which was also used to fund terrorism and drug activities within India. So the government's concerns have been multifold, and therefore the population in the long run will benefit hugely from this move from India, in my view.
And can you just explain what the process is going to be now for the government to get rid of all this black money?
Well, the process is very simple. The government has given up to 30th of December to the public to actually convert their cash that they hold in these currency denominations. If they hold anything up to 2.5 lakh in Indian rupee, no questions are asked. But if the money held by a person is in well excess of 2.5 lakhs, then they have to declare the source of income. And if it is found that their source of income is not matching with the amount of money they are trying to deposit or convert into new currency, they will be penalized. There is a 200% tax penalty that will be levied on those who have the money well in excess of their earnings. Also, the government has issued new currency notes in denomination of 2,000. The new
Okay.
500 rupee note is also
Sunil,
being.
Unfortunately, time is against us. Sunil Poshakwale, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Unfortunately, time has run out.